Showcase Hy-Vee Game of the Week from Staley High School. And what a game it was, Mark.
Incredible high school game. Again, Staley on their home court, down big throughout the game, put together a 20-point quarter there, pulled it out by one.
St. James always had an answer, but not one at the end. Staley had the final say. 60-59 the final. We're back after this. Well, it's been a terrific day of basketball. One more to go here at Staley High School, the A-10 Varsity Showcase Hy-Vee Game of the Week. Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Liebel, along with the coach, Mark Uppy. As coming up next, two of the best high school basketball teams in the state of Missouri. CBC, Christian Brothers College cadets from St. Louis, taking on the Staley Falcons on their home floor tonight. And, Coach, for CBC, they got a lot of talent. We got to point out one of them, though.
Oh, no question. Again, CBC plays a national schedule. A lot of elite prep schools on that schedule. Link Academy, Sunrise Academy, along with the always tough St. Louis Metro Catholic League. Again, and they're led by senior Rob Martin. Rob's a flat-out jet. He's a true point guard. 18 points at 5 assists per game. Super quick, lightning fast. A lot of offers for that young man. And again, for Staley, again, Kyan Evans, number 0. He's on the Durenner Award watch list as the best player in Kansas City. Division
Well, it's been a terrific day of basketball. One more to go here at Staley High School, the A10 Varsity Showcase High V Game of the Week. Hello, everybody. I'm Leon Level, along with the coach, Mark Uppy. As coming up next, two of the best high school basketball teams in the state of Missouri. CBC, Christian Brothers College Cadets from St. Louis, taking on the Staley Falcons on their home floor tonight. And coach, for CBC, they got a lot of talent. We got to point out one of them, though.
Oh, no question. Again, CBC plays a national schedule. A lot of elite prep schools on that schedule. Link Academy, Sunrise Academy, along with the always tough St. Louis Metro Catholic League. Again, and they're led by senior Rob Martin. Rob the flat-out jet. He's a true point guard. 18 points at 5 assists per game. Super quick, lightning fast. A lot of offers for that young man. And again, for Staley, again, Kyan Evans, number 0. He's on the Durenner Award watch list as the best player in Kansas City. Division I skills, 15-6. Sees the floor, can get his own. Again, this junior has elite skills. Great point guard matchup tonight.
A ton of talent on the floor. CBC, Staley Falcons could be a preview of a state title. Back with more after this. And back at Staley High School in the Northland on this snowy Saturday where we're keeping warm with some great basketball. It's part of the A10 Varsity Showcase High V Game of the Week here on Spectrum Sports. Game 4, well, we've had 4 games today, and It's been fun to watch as, again, St. James Academy against Park Hill South. That was a boys' game. Park Hill South won 70-59. Then how about Blue Valley Northwest? They were down 41-19 at halftime. They came back and defeated Park Hill 58-55. That was an incredible game, but maybe the most exciting one was the girls' game. St. James Academy and the Staley Falcons. St. James Academy led most of the way. Staley, though, kept hanging around and got a tremendous performance from Lizzie Boehm with 32 points as she scored the game-winning three-pointer with less than 10 seconds to go to give her team the victory. So now we save, well, I can't say we saved the best for last because we've had some great games, but this is certainly the most intriguing matchup, Mark Uppy, is two great basketball teams, CBC, Christian Brothers College High School out of St. Louis, against the Staley Falcons here on their home floor. A ton of talent, as we said before, on the hardwood tonight.
Oh, no question, it's the #1 game in the state this weekend again. Number 3 and number 5 going at each other, both of them 6A.
Recruited sophomore. I know he's already got offers from Missouri, K-State, and Illinois. CBC, the cadets, in their road black uniforms trimmed in purple and gold. Staley Falcons in the white trimmed in green on their home floor, their home uniforms tonight.
Again, for CBC, you're going to see a lot of horn set. You're going to see a lot of ball screen motion again. Nice deuce set, open things up.
Basket is good, and just like that, CBC on top 2-0 for the Falcons. Evans, right side, three is good.
Oh, Kyan Evans, again, that was wet right out of his hand on his home court. Big student crowd over there cheering the Staley on tonight.
3-2. Early lead here for Staley, just underway. And again, some people believe this could be a preview of a state title game down the road. Who knows, but another three-pointer. Rob Martin.
Well, that's Rob, again, getting 18 a game. Again, he's their leader, 4-year letterman there. Great point guard.
Right back at you. It's going to be up and down, isn't it?
Again, two of the best point guard prospects in the state of Missouri going head-to-head tonight.
CBC, the cadets. That boisterous Staley crowd right there in front of them. Bull, the 7'2" sophomore, setting some picks out there. Good defense by the Falcons. CBC, they played a game last night against Chaminade, never have a blocking foul against Staley. They actually came to Kansas City last night and spent the night to beat the weather. They wanted to play in this event. They've been here before.
There you see Coach Justin Tatum, a CBC grad in 1997, won state that year with Larry Hughes as his running mate. Again, Mark Stricker played for UMKC, also on that team.
And of course, Larry Hughes Jr. is on this team. Larry Hughes, the former great St. Louis Billiken NBA player. 7-5, Staley on top. And steps out of bounds. Turnover against CBC.
Again, Coach Chris Neff of Staley, one of the most respected coaches in the city. He's 22-4 last year, lost to Liberty in state play. His dad, Steve Neff, was a coach back in the day at Manhattan High School. Again, Chris, Cape Girardeau, Webster Groves, St. Joe Lafayette.
Also coached at Wichita North for a while back in the 80s.
Absolutely. Again, offensively, Staley, you're going to see a lot of transition. You're going to see a lot of secondary breaks, sets off their secondary. They want to post it, fan it out to the perimeter, get to the cup.
Kyan Evans will go to the line. First time, his first trip to free throw line. He'll shoot two. Again, Kyan Evans averaging over 15 a game. 4.8 assists a game, though. That's
big
incredible.
for high school.
I mean, that's adds up to about 10 points a game.
He's got the ball in his hands a lot, but there's a reason for it. Coach Neff, the ultimate trust in that young man.
9-5, Staley on top by 4. Cadets from St. Louis with the basketball. So a lot of high post ball screens out, and there's a 3 from downtown. That Rob Martin.
Just talking to Coach Neff before the game about this one here. That's the first thing that he said they got to do tonight is get that young man under control. Rob Martin can score in multiple ways, gets his teammates involved, one of the best point guards in the state.
Rob Martin also has a bunch of Division I offers. Not sure specifically who's going after him, but he is definitely going to play some Division I basketball. Outstanding guard for this team.
Love his game.
Yep.
4-year starter.
Oh, and John Bowl. Man.
That's a 7'2" sophomore from Sudan. He's a freak athlete, according to Coach Tatum. Again, shot blocker, vocal, has range. Coach Tatum describes John Bowl as a 7-foot Ferrari.
That's one of those plays.
Yet to come.
You know where he is because he's so big, but it was like he came out of nowhere anyway. How about that three-pointer for Staley?
That's number 10, Asa Bridges, again, the 5'10" senior. Great program player for Coach Neff. Understands what needs to be done, fundamental, takes only good shots.
4-point lead for the Staley Falcons. They've led this game most of the way. Yes, they've led the entire way. Here come the Falcons. A couple guys falling down for the Cadets, and the shot just won't go, but we got a foul, and Staley will go to the line. As that is Caden Fish who was fouled. 6'6" junior. It's impressive about this Staley team. They have a really balanced scoring attack.
They do. They're unselfish. It's something that Coach Neff really preaches there also. Again, Fish, a 6'6" junior. He's a stretch 4. He's got a 7-foot wingspan, which makes him really attractive to a lot of college coaches. Already garnered an offer from UMKC. He's only a junior.
Misses the first of the two-shot foul. Yeah, we talked about Kyan Evans. He's averaging over 15 a game, and then you go down to Asa Bridges, 10 points. Emmanuel Bird comes off the bench, or he starts. He has 10 and a half a game, and just 3 or 4 guys averaging in double figures. 13-8, Staley on top by 5. Rob Martin running the show out front in the lane. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but either way, Staley's coming up with the ball. Bridges is now tied up. It's a tie ball, and the arrow is going to Staley.
Again, it looked like they're trying to lob the ball to John Bowl again. Did not catch it clean. Again, that's Asa Bridges digging out a loose ball, tied up.
Yeah, Bridges doing a nice job there as Nasir Abinion tying him up. 13-8, 5-point lead for the Falcons. And now a steal the other way, and this should be...
Hoo-yah!
Oh, man. That almost was a and one, and now it looked like he came down.
I believe that was number 2, Larry Hughes Jr. there.
Yeah.
Again, the 6'4" senior. A little bit off balance there. Landon maybe turned his ankle a little bit. I'm not really sure what happened there, but again, another special talent there. High IQ at both ends. Obviously, his dad was a star in the NBA, played 13 years, also attended CBC, first-round draft choice of Philly back in the day.
You know, Larry Hughes, I remember him so well when he played at the University of St. Louis of the Billikens. He was unbelievable. Really took that team a long way, that program a long way.
Oh, and I think he only played there maybe 1 and done or 2 and done at the most before he entered the league again. Played on 9 different NBA teams, and his son Larry Jr. getting about 11 a game. Really an unselfish player. Has some offers from St. Louis U, Butler, among others.
Here we go. Staley with the basketball. Try to find out a little more about that Larry Hughes injury here as we go down to Dion on the sidelines. And let's go down. Dion, you got some information on that injury.
Well, he came down right in front of us here, and it looked like when he dunked, he came down kind of at a weird angle, and it just did like he kind of stuck his foot the wrong way. It looks like an ankle injury.
Yeah, I hate to see that. Thank you, Dion. Dion Clisso providing tremendous sideline coverage tonight, and interviews, post-game and halftime interviews. Bull from the free throw line. His shot not there. Long court pass the other way. What a catch. What another pass. And is and the foul. But that long court pass, that's a Manuel Bird right there. 6'8" senior. This pass here, yeah, Bird with the catch. That's an NFL wide receiver in a crowd there going up for the ball.
Oh, great job by Bird. Again, Coach couldn't be higher in his praise for Emmanuel Bird. He's got an offer from Washburn. He's really talked about how smart he trained this summer, trained his body, worked on his skills, captain of the team, student body president, one of the most popular kids at Staley High School. Again, number 22, Emmanuel Bird.
And there he is. Emmanuel Bird, again, really responsible for his teammate being at the line with that terrific catch and save. Got it to Caden Fish. Fish second shot is up and in. He's 3 for 4 at the line, and Staley up by 5, 15-10. CBC, the Cadets from St. Louis with the basketball.
Again, here's that horn set there that they like to run. Again, backed it off. See which way we want to go here. Rob Martin, again, doubling it out front, making things difficult.
Lob inside the Bull, and Bull off the glass and in.
Again, Bull, high expectations for that young man. Good hands on display there.
Yeah, he's not just 7'2", he's got some athletic ability as well. As Staley now turns the ball over quickly on the other end. There's a good look at John Bull. And I know a lot of people have asked if he's in relation to Manute Bull and Bull, who of course Bull played in this area, but not. There is not.
Yeah, I asked Coach Tatum that also, and he said there's no connection.
They get asked that all the time.
He's getting about 4 blocks, 9 rebounds, 12 points a game, so.
Setting some picks out front, and then Martin throws it away, picked up by the Falcons. Staley comes up with the steal. Leading 15-12, up by 3. Staley's led the entire game, but CBC not going away, obviously.
Again, CBC not necessarily denying a lot of passing lanes.
Boom.
But they got to get that young man under control. Again, Evans, loving the home court, loving the crowd, getting another 3-ball down.
Kyan Evans, the 6'1" guard for Staley, having a tremendous start to this game. And now we're going to have a foul, looks like down low, and I think that's going to be against Larry Parker, the 5'7" junior.
Parker played JV last year, and then Coach Neff really praises him. Again, he's a 4.0 student, GPA, a slasher. Again, great upside for that young man.
Coach Neff's had a long day out here. He had his team doing a workout early this afternoon, and then he's been doing all kinds of things, getting as a kind of the director of hospitality, welcoming all these other teams to his gym. Oh, my. Who gets credit for that?
Again, that's Evans on the pass there. Again, Bird on the finish.
Was Bird the finish?
Absolutely.
Okay. I could not tell if he touched it or not. Three-pointer, not there. And the offensive rebound, so Rob Martin will pull up from 18. Another missed shot. Staley up by 8, biggest lead of the game, 20-12. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. It's been a quick back and forth first quarter.
That's a great job defensively by Martin. Again, with Evans coming at him full speed, stayed right with him, forced the turnover.
A lot of quickness on the court here. Really got to protect the basketball. Rob Martin. And under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Now, nice change of pace to the hoop and in, and he's fouled. It counts. Larry Hughes.
Well, that's Larry Hughes Jr. again back in the game after tweaking his ankle. Back off me. I'll just blow by you and get all the way to the cup. Again, great body control, hang time. Larry Hughes Jr. for 2.
Like a little running back play there, kind of a little start, stop, and boom. 6 points for Larry Hughes Jr. Trying to convert the three-point play, and he does. And it cuts the Staley lead to 5, 20-15. Full court pressure here.
You know, that made free throw got CBC into their 2-2-1. Kind of a tempo press there, trying to disrupt Staley.
Left saw a way to split the D, and the reverse layup, it's not there. The rebound comes down to the Cadets, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be off Staley. Emmanuel Bird with some terrific defense over there.
Oh, Emmanuel Bird, look at him right there. I said he's a student body president. Hand the ball to the official. A great competitor again. Wonderful run to the rack there by Evans. Again, Bull with the intimidation inside. Evans trying to go the reverse, just couldn't get it down.
Just over 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 20-15, Staley on top. The Cadets of CBC. See if they go for the final shot here. Head coach Justin Tatum yelling his instructions. Rob Martin probably keep the ball in his hands. Maybe not. Uh-oh. Pass is deflected, and the shot at the buzzer is not there. And after 1 quarter of play, the Staley Falcons lead CBC, the Cadets from St. Louis, 20-15 after 1 quarter of play. Kyan Evans with a little alley-oop too. Yeah, Emmanuel Bird had a hand on it. We're back with the second quarter right after this. Hy-Vee proud to support Greater Kansas City High School Athletics. Our Hy-Vee game of the week is part of the A10 Varsity Showcase, and this is our final game of the day here from Staley High School. After the end of the first quarter, Staley Falcons leading the CBC Cadets from St. Louis 20-15. I'm Leon Liebel along with Mark Huppy, the coach. And coach, first quarter impressions, a lot of, as advertised, a lot of athleticism on the court.
Oh, we expected a high-energy, high-octane game, and no question we got it. 20-15. Just seems like maybe CBC hadn't gotten going yet, but again, Staley, always solid, one of the best teams in the state.
And CBC played last night against Chaminade, and then they made the trip to Kansas City to spend the night to beat the snow. So they may be a little sluggish early. We'll see.
That's always a great rivalry, too, Chaminade and CBC. I think Chaminade got them last year. Going to the state tournament, into their season also.
And the Cadets, Rob Martin looking at his coach, trying to reset the offense here. There's Bull out there with that high ball screen. And he moves down and they lob it in. That's a nice play.
Again, that's a nice job there by Rob Martin, again, setting his teammate up.
It's kind of like a delayed pick and roll. Nice bounce. Well, I thought it was going to be a nice bounce pass.
It's a nice pass just to the other team.
Yeah. He was so quick. He came out of nowhere. Yeah. Caught me off guard.
Those are the bad guys. Don't throw it to them.
2017, Staley's lead down to 3. Oh, my.
It's Emmanuel Bird with the big block inside.
And high up for the rebound is Fish. There's Emmanuel Bird, and Bird in and out of his hands. Well, it was perfect timing of our camera work right on him. A little isolation. And we go back the other way. Up and down we go. The Cadets with the basketball. 20-17.
Again, CBC always looking to run it up there. But again, if they don't have transition, Coach Tatum really wants them to run some disciplined offense, execution at a high level, share the ball, get a good shot every time down.
Rob Martin. Back to Martin. Nice pass on the baseline. And he's going to be called for the charge. Rob Martin called for the foul. We go the other way, and I believe that is Asia Bridges who drew the charge for Staley.
Oh, and Coach Neff talks about Asa Bridges representing everything that he wants in a program. Again, he knows his game. He's a coach's dream, a coach on the floor, if you will. an all-in type of kid. Again, I'm going to do something to help my team. If I don't get my 3-ball going tonight, I'll take a charge on one of the best guards in the state.
Falcons up by 3, and they get the ball back after that charge. Taken to the middle of the court, back out to break the little bit of pressure here from the Cadets. Right side wing. Oh, he lost it, and that will be CBC basketball. Asa Bridges. Doing the charge. That time got a little out of control and lost it.
A really good close out there by Hughes. Again, nice and low, force that turnover.
Coaches love it when they close out. It's kind of, it's like downfield blocking in football. Coaches love that. And they love in basketball, they love guys closing out.
Absolutely.
3-pointer. Boom.
Great execution there. Doubled Rob Martin on that little ball screen there. Tried to get the ball out of his hands. Clever enough, fan the ball back there to Hughes. Again, down the well.
And we've got a tie basketball game now, 20-20. 6:04 left to go in the second quarter. There's a good look at the head coach of Christian Brothers Cadets, Justin Tatum.
As we talked about, his son Jason's a great player for the Boston Celtics. Again, Justin himself, a CBC grad in 1997, played for the great Lorenzo Romar, played for Charlie Spoonhour also at CBC, or at St. Louis U, excuse me. Again, really does a great job, passionate about his craft, a great coach. Looks like he'd still play a little bit.
5th appearance in the A10 varsity events for CBC with head coach Justin Tatum as the helm. He likes coming to Kansas City. They were here, they actually played this in Municipal, 1 year at Municipal Auditorium they played in 2015 is 16-18 and also in 2020. And that pass just got away and out of bounds, another turnover, second consecutive possession with a turnover, the Staley Falcons.
Again, that's Evans getting just a little bit sped up there, fan the ball to the backside, not a good pass.
Yeah, you mentioned Charlie Spoonhour, and I kind of forgot back his days at St. Louis, and of course Southwest Missouri State, now Missouri State, and native Kansan. On the UNLV, he finished, I believe, his college career.
He did.
Great coach, great character too.
He was a fun guy. We used to go to clinics that Charlie would put on. Always clever.
Shot from the corner, not there. The Falcons come up with the rebound, and nice move by Evans, but too many guys in the way, and Rob Martin comes up with a loose ball and puts it in.
Again, that's Evans trying to dribble through a double team right there. Again, you're not going to get that on number 1 Rob Martin. Deflection, got the ball down.
And nearly another steal in the backcourt. Cadets really getting their hands on the ball. Asa Bridges down low. Turn around on the baseline. Not there. And I believe that is Cameron Manyawu. I think we had a little participation from one of our Spectrum Sports photographers. Boom! Right at him. Right in the old living room there, ladies and gentlemen. Coming at you.
Good 7-0 run here by CBC to open up the second quarter as they take a 22-20 lead here.
Staley needs a good possession where they don't turn the ball over. They've had some problems holding on. There's a strong take to the hoop. Good defense, and then back up and in. Off the glass.
Again, great block by 7'2" John Bull, but again, there's no quitting Fish. Nice finish off the board for 2.
22-22. Just a little over 4.5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. A lot of big men on the court in this basketball game. And that little high post offense, or high-low, they like to run. Nobody down low that time, and now we're going to have a foul on the baseline and an injured player. And that is, again, Cameron Manyawu. Just scored the bucket. Now he goes down hard, and he'll stay in the game.
Now Cameron's a transfer from Platte City. Again, a 6'8" kid. Really wants to be a player. Great desire. Good contact there.
Yeah, he got kind of tangled up with his legs there, and the missed free throw. And it looks like Cameron's going to come out of the game. And Emmanuel Bird will come back in, number 22. There's Cameron Manyawu. Larry Hughes Jr., 10 points and 1 rebound in this game, and make that 11 as he hits the free throw.
He sat probably the last 4 minutes of the first quarter, too, with that ankle, but looks like he came back strong.
CBC up by 1 here in the second quarter. Evans. Nice take, but not there, but he's fouled, I believe. I didn't honestly hear the whistle. But everybody stop. So that is a foul.
I believe that's their 5th team foul also.
And Asa Bridges will throw it inbounds for Staley. And he's just 5'10" senior. Got a shot from the 18-foot jumper is good. Nice to see the mid-range jumper every once in a while. That was a beauty.
Again, big shot for Staley. Again, stem that little 8-0 run that CBC was on.
Staley back up by 1 now, 24-23. Larry Hughes, who's kind of caught fire here in the second quarter. Looking to split the D, not there. Good defense by the Falcons, really causing some havoc there on the near sideline. And that ball goes out of bounds. And Dion's got some defensive information for us. Dion.
Well, one thing I've noticed the last few times down to Kai and Evans, look, see, they're bringing Hughes up. They're looking to double him as much as they can so that he can't move with the ball in his hands, because he's been pretty much very good with one guy on him, but it slowed him down a little with 2 shadowing him.
If there's any way to really frustrate a good offensive basketball player is to deny him the ball. And there's Kyan Evans.
No question. Staley's so reliant on Kyan Evans to make things happen again. Good coaching strategy by Coach Tatum to get the ball out of his hands.
Three-pointer, too hard, rebound, and loose ball picked up by the Falcons. No harm, no foul. And Evans again going around his back in a crowd, and that cost him again. As CBC comes up with the steal and then the foul.
Again, Evans.
It's a nice looking play to go behind your back, but you're going right into the defender.
He's got really elite defenders coming at him also again. Not just Martin, but Anthony Gauss, number 4, a young sophomore, great defender there for CBC.
Well, I think Dion really brought up a great observation there, and I think they may be starting to frustrate him a little bit as well, that defensive pressure in the backcourt. Another missed shot for CBC. They're having a difficult time hitting from the outside all of a sudden. Here's Kyan Evans, takes it in, blocked, and out of bounds. That might have been blocked twice.
Again, John Bowl, big John, big wingspan, big intimidation.
Yeah, he's 7'2", but he, as they say in the business, he's long. He might be about 7'6" with those arms.
You admire.
I don't know. He kind of got after it hit the glass. So.
Yeah. You admire Evans's grit, his 1-2, his fearlessness, but again, might want to jump stop, give it a little head and shoulder fake, get ball off the rim.
And the little turnaround from Caden Fish is good. And we've got a violation on the baseline down there. Is that a foul?
I believe they called it.
Against
I believe they called a push off.
Is that Rob Martin?
Absolutely, number 1.
His second foul, and that's a big foul there because it's really just a turnover. Oh my, yeah, he just went banging into Kyan Evans. So the Falcons say can't convert.
Bowl, not today, not here.
Again, it's hard to say he comes out of nowhere when you're 7'2" and got incredibly long arms, but it seems like he sneaks up on people somehow. Rob Martin, cross-court pass. Larry Hughes in the lane, and nice take from Larry Hughes. And they've had difficulty shooting the outside shot here in the second quarter, but they've been able to get it inside and score.
Now that's Hughes making an adjustment too. The 3 ball's not going. I'm going to put it on the deck. I'm good enough to hang, good enough to finish. Again, Larry Hughes having a big half.
Foul against Calvin Ross, 6'1" junior for CBC. Jared Lee into the game now for Staley. We have a 1-and-1 now. Kyan Evans at the line. He's not scored here in the second quarter. Again, after the big start from him. He'll get another one, as it is now a 2-point advantage for Staley.
Again, as you said, number 5, Jared Lee, into the game for Staley again. And Coach Neff's really honest about him. He says, you know what, he really deserves to start. He'll play a lot of minutes. We're just not going to start him right now. He gives us such energy, such enthusiasm off the bench.
Also back into the game is Cameron Manya-Wu, who got shaken up a little bit. Bowl has the ball knocked from behind. Looked like he's about to take a shot. Nice defense from Staley and the steal.
A great steal there. Again, that's Lee making something happen.
Emmanuel Bird in the lane and loses the basketball. Oh, what a move by Rob Martin, and then he's fouled on his way to the hoop. Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, and I'm not sure that Cameron Manya-Wu is called for the foul. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a foul or not, but that's a sensational little move there by Rob Martin.
Cameron didn't like the call.
This is our first look live at the senior guard for CBC, but so many skills getting there. Little Allen Iverson, if you will.
Rob Martin.
Love his game.
You mentioned Allen Iverson. I've always maintained I actually had the opportunity to see him when he played at Georgetown, and one of the most incredible performances I've ever seen in person by a basketball player.
He took some hits, too. They'd knock him down. He'd get right back up. Again, that's what Coach Tatum talks about Rob Martin, too. There's just a lot of dog in him. He's a fighter, a kid with a lot of grit. Looks like he's stepping off right here for the last minute 18.
28-26, Staley on top by 2. Just over a minute to go here in the first half. Really been an even basketball game. Both teams kind of turning up the defensive heat a little bit. Kyan Evans off to a great first quarter, been relatively quiet here in the second. Just a couple of free throws, misses that shot. Manya-Wu with a rebound, with the follow. Is that Emmanuel Bird?
22, yes, Bird indeed. Going to the rack. Couple offensive boards right there as Staley opens it up to a 4-point lead.
30-26. 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Again, Staley, man-to-man team. Looks like they've dropped into a little zone here.
Oh, steal with Kyan Evans. Evans going to take it down the other way, and he was fouled on his way to the hoop. And one of our photographers takes another shot. This time he gets hit by a player, and boom, wow, right in the old lap. And, of course, the official goes to the player, makes sure he's all right. Good shot, Drew.
It's tough. John out there helping him.
All right, Kyan Evans at the line. And misses his first free throw of the night.
Yeah, and Kyan's a right-handed kid, but he really likes to finish with his left. They're really comfortable. Took the hit there in transition, couldn't get it down, but again, as he gets quicker and stronger, really look forward to seeing his development at the college level. Only a junior.
And he makes that second free throw. Has 3 points in the second quarter, off from the line. Staley back up by 5, 31-26. Just 20 seconds left to go. Clock running here. So we're nearing the end of the first half of play. Crowd getting the defense fired up here. Inside the lane, the shot is up off the glass, no good. Staley will have one last shot. Evans nearly fouled. He throws up a long court shot off the glass and no good. And that is the end of the first half of play between two very, very talented basketball teams as the Staley Falcons lead 31-26 after the first half of play. And we will be hearing from Coach Neff, and let's go down to Dion Clouseau. Dion.
Well, Coach, first half, I think a lot of people expected up and down, two good, really athletic teams. they seem to make an adjustment and bring up 2 on Kion, bring it up. And is that going to cause you guys to maybe let somebody else bring it up? Or?
Well, that's what you got to do to us. A lot of what we're going to try to do to Rob Martin. We got to do. That's why we're jumping all those ball screens to get it out of his hands. You just hope that on our end, Rob, and on their end, Kion, when it leaves their hands, it doesn't go to a bucket. It goes to somebody that can't do much with it.
Defensively, you've done a pretty good job rebounding, I think, and getting in there. How do you like how that's going?
Oh, I'm proud of our kids right now. They've really tried hard. They've communicated a lot of rotations and blockouts that are necessary to win some possessions.
Well, good luck. Thanks.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you, Dion. Thank you, Coach Neff. And I think that conversation kind of indicative of what we have on our hands here is 2 terrific point guards. Rob Martin for CBC and Kion Evans, of course, for Staley. As we are at halftime, 31-26, Staley on top. We're back with more after this. Hy-Vee proud to support Greater Kansas City High School Athletics, a Hy-Vee Game of the Week here at Staley High School. As we are part of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase at halftime, Staley leading CBC Cadets from St. Louis 31-26. We're back with more of the second half after this. And back at Staley High School, our final game of the day here at the 8-10 Varsity Showcase Hy-Vee Game of the Week. At halftime, the Staley Falcons leading the CBC Cadets, Christian Brothers College High School out of St. Louis, 31-26 at the half. Two of the best teams in the state of Missouri. And Mark Huppy, we saw some tremendous athletes in this first half.
Especially point guard play. Again, we highlighted at the onset, two of the best point guards in the city. That's Kyan Evans getting all the way to the cup right there. Nice finish. Getting another one on a steal there. And again for CBC, Rob Martin, 18 a game. Again, a flat-out blur. Gets his teammates involved. The consummate point guard. He's a senior. Again, those two going head-to-head all night long. Interesting to see how that plays out the second half. Again, Martin can get to the cup, can get his teammates involved, can get his own.
Thought it was interesting, our interview with Chris Nett. Dion Clisso did there at halftime, talking about really trying to put pressure on Rob Martin, splitting the screens out front and getting, just making him uncomfortable.
Yeah, both coaches
look at Manuel Bird, that big block
out of the point guard's hands. As you said there, Leon, that's Emmanuel Bird, number 22. Had a big half for them. That's Fish with the jumper.
There are some big bodies on the floor in this game. We talked about the two outstanding point guards, but, man, there's just some athletes. All right, 31-26, Staley on top by 5. It is halftime. We're back with the start of the second half coming up next. Well, judging by the scoreboard, a pretty even first half. Staley on top by 5, 31-26. Their stats reflect that halftime score as we check it out, Mark.
Again, just looking at the stats right there for the first time here again. Staley dominating the boards for the most part, 13-4. It's hard to imagine CBC only having 4 rebounds the first half. Obviously, Staley turning over too many times, 12 turnovers to 8. And again, once they turn it over, CBC, 14 points off turnovers, 12 points in the paint.
Well, that is a big, I won't say advantage since they're not leading, but they're going to cut down the turnovers and the points. A premier matchup, no doubt about it, in the state of Missouri tonight. Staley Falcons on their home court in this showcase event.
Again, not to praise him too much, but Emmanuel Bird, great job defensively all night long on Bowl.
Martin's three-pointer not there. The save is there and is stolen right back. That's Larry Hughes, and Larry Hughes is fouled. Hey, let's go down to Dion and see what he's got for us.
Well, guys, I talked to Coach Tatum there in the break, and he said one thing they've got to do offensively is do a better job of getting help for John Bowl on the rebounding side, because they feel like they're getting beat there a little bit. They rely on him so much to get rebounds. They said really it's about what they expected. It was going to be a close game, and it should go down to the end.
Asa Bridges on the other end after the lost shot, and then Bowl trying to save it from going out of bounds and could not hold on to it. And here's a good look at the head coach, Tatum, Justin Tatum.
Again, John Bowl, from an offensive standpoint, he's got a ways to go. Blocked a shot, had a shot blocked down at the other end, but one of the great floor runners you're ever going to see. Sprinted back, disrupted that transition on the part of Staley.
Falcons get the ball inbounds. Bridges out front. Bridges in the lane and backs it out. The three, way too short. Cadets. Oh, nice take to the hoop.
Again, that's Hughes on the wing right there, giving it up there. That's 22, Houston on the finish.
Wow. And now Kyan Evans loses the ball, but it's off. Here it is again. Kendall Houston, and nice switch of the hands and off the glass and in.
Oh, an athletic big, again, finishing over Larry Parker right there is a challenge in and of itself. Great shot.
31-28, Staley. Still looking for their first points here in this early here in the third quarter. Kyan Evans double teamed and they back down. Emmanuel Bird almost missed him there. He looked like he was open, and then good recovery. And now the ball out of bounds, and it will be Staley's. We'll get a foul.
Yeah, Evans going the line there for 2 again. Always probing, always with his head up. Saw a little gap there. Again, Evans, a strong enough handle, tight with his dribble. Got to the line for 2.
And a rare miss, Kyan Evans. Again, a good free throw shooter. Been to the line a lot tonight. And he is now 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Has not scored a field goal since the first quarter. Larry Hughes way outside here.
Again, trying to get high-low there, Leon, but getting a lot of pressure on the passer.
And Emmanuel Bird doing a terrific job of fronting John Bowl down low, and Bowl just could not get in front of him to get the basketball. A missed shot, fight for the rebound, and here come the Cadets, and nearly lost it. Here's Bowl.
Send it home, young fella. Have some. John Bowl.
And nice pass there from Rob Martin, but I think I could have threw that one to him. As Bull, the big aircraft carrier, bringing it home. Evans, nice take, couldn't finish. Here comes Rob Martin and the Cadets. Martin on the baseline. That shot won't go. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be off CBC. Let's look at John Bull again.
Again, Big John described by Coach Tatum as a flat-out Ferrari again. He's young, he's raw, but he's getting it done there. Bright future for that young man.
32-30. Again, just a sophomore, and he's already got several Division I offers, including from Missouri, K-State, Illinois. And another steal from the Cadets, and then a foul against Staley. I believe that's Kyan Evans.
The thing about John Bowl is he's so verbal, too. That's what Coach Tatum was telling me. He's a great leader on the backside, calls switches, calls cutters, things like that. Again, getting 4 blocks a game and 9 rebounds, those numbers will go up, obviously, as he progresses.
Staley Falcons continue to maintain the lead most of this game. Never a really big advantage. I think 8 points was their largest lead. Now up by 2, 32-30. So the Cadets have a chance to tie or take the lead.
I think Staley is so fundamental defensively. Their help side is incredible. Their rotations, the way they handle ball screens, all of those things. Coach Neff does a great job of coaching defense.
Oh, they did a great job of handling the ball screen that time. Rob Martin had nowhere to go, and then turnover. Calvin Ross, 6'1" junior for the Cadets. He's into the game. Evans takes it and, knocked out of bounds. I thought maybe that ball went off his leg, but it ruled Staley basketball.
Well, I think Evans thought it went off his leg, too. You could just tell by his body language. Okay, I'll take it.
Like, oh, all right, yeah.
Why not?
Bridges will throw it in out front. Larry Parker out there, number 1. Here's Evans. Evans dishes out. Bridges for 3. He's got it. Nice pass.
Again,
nice
understand your role. That young man won't take a bad shot. Every once in a while, it's going to be open for a 3. Knock that one down.
His second three-pointer of the game, 35-30. Staley back up by 5, trying to go into Bull. Great defense again, getting a hand on the ball and deflecting. Inside. Boom. Oh, Evans way out there for 3. He bangs it home. And a timeout on the floor. CBC calls the timeout. Woo!
Staley High School's lit after that deep 3.
Back-to-back threes. Bridges from the corner. And then Evans from way outside. His first field goal of the second half. And Staley up by 8, 38-30.
Again, there you see Emmanuel Bird on the sideline right there and encouraging his teammates. Again, as we talked earlier, Coach Neff, one of the most respected coaches in the city. Again, he's coaching the MoCan program for 10 or 11 years. He coaches their 16 elites. He knows every kid in the city. Really praises Rodney Perry, Jim Huber, some other MoCan guys who have helped him along the way. But again, Neff, got to be a little bit disappointed tonight. He's got a son who's a really good player also, John Neff. He's a 5'9" sophomore. I'm sure John was really looking forward to playing here tonight. A juiced-up crowd on your home court against CBC, and John's a little bit under the weather tonight, couldn't make it, but he'll have his time in the sun.
Right now, it's a good situation with the Neff family. 3:31 left to go in the third quarter, and Staley back-to-back three-pointers, up 38-30. I mean, just a couple minutes ago, we were talking about CBC with a chance to tie the game, and now they're down by 8. Hey, let's go back down to the sidelines. Dion Cluso.
Well, guys, on that a couple times down, CBC got a steal up at the front court, and Coach Neff was not very happy about how they were kind of standing around. And without doing a timeout, I think he got on them enough to where they really kept moving the ball around the last 2 times down and gotten 2 wide-open threes.
Thank you, Dion. Law pass inside the Bull, and Bull is fouled.
I love that set. Ren Hughes to the three-point line, throw it over the top. got the ball inside the bowl again, got hit.
I'm always impressed when a coach comes out of a timeout with a set play that works. That didn't get the field goal, but it was there.
And most of them involved getting the post up also. Again, those post kids work so hard. And again, the game has become so perimeter with the plethora of three-point shooting. Again, get your bigs an easy one.
Boy, Bowl just really pushed off on Emmanuel Bird, but the pass was not there. And Bowl comes up with a loose ball, and he's called for traveling. Not happy about it either. Got to hear it from that student body crowd over there, a boisterous student body from the Staley Falcons.
The thing about Coach Neff is he's the athletic and activities director out here also.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. He's been here all day, working and making sure everybody has towels and whatever else is going on, balls to do shoot-arounds in the other gyms. And oh, Big John Bull.
Oh, Big John, that's the talent the scouts see there. Again, the potential in that young man is unlimited.
We talk about these Division I schools. Oh, Bridges, how'd he get that over Bull? Almost made it. Almost fell into the front row as well. Shot not there. CBC down by 6. Larry Hughes not there. Kyan Evans with the rebound all by himself. And now Bridges with a little alley-oop, but guy couldn't handle it.
Great job defensively there by Hughes on the rip.
And now Rob Martin, how about that? They're so terrific at getting their hands on the ball.
Now that's something Coach Neff really teaches also. One-on-one defense, active hands, active feet.
Brogan Donaldson now coming into the game for Staley.
And that's Big John Bull taking a little breather here, maybe the last 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, we was going to talk about him with all these Division I offers already as a sophomore. I mean, I guess he'll have to go somewhere for at least 1 year, but I think he's got an NBA future. As a missed shot, missed three-pointer. Cadets. Bounce pass. Again, a hand on the ball.
That's Jared Lee off the bench, then making something happen at both ends of the court. Again, there's so many of the elite players now going to prep schools. Be interesting to see if Bull stays at CBC his entire career. Again, us veteran high school coaches hope that he does, but realistically, he's got to think about it.
Cameron Manya Wu back into the game. He had some nice minutes early in the first half for, nice take from Rob Martin.
Great job by Martin there. That horn set, so difficult to defend. That little screen roll, split the double there, got all the way to the cup. Didn't necessarily see the contact, but he finished and get the line here for one.
Chance for the and 1, 38-32. Rob Martin at the line. And a miss from him. Here come the Falcons and timeouts. Chris Neff calling the timeout. A lot of strategic timeouts in this game, I noticed. When you really don't expect it.
I'm not really sure what Coach Neff saw there, but I'm sure that his team knows what he saw as he addresses them in a very firm tone right here in this timeout. And again, Coach Tatum at the other end. A little bit frustrated with his team also, giving up a lot of easy runs all the way to the rim. I'm sure he's talking to them about closeout, cut off a dribble, help, get the ball off the board, but then we can go.
Staley Falcons, they have maintained the lead most of this game. There was a point early in the first quarter. They exchanged leads, but boy, Staley just kind of continuing to hold off CBC. It's one of those games where you get to a 6-8 point lead. That seems like a big lead, the way these two teams go at it. And
that's the banner I believe that Coach Neff had made here at Staley, the 2020 20 state championship banner. And again, I think they were on their way to the Final Four when obviously the pandemic shut everything down, but celebrating their season.
Wow, Manuel, woo. With the putback, he had the missed shot, got his own rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Oh, Cameron definitely has a nose for the basketball. A quick jumper on that second jump to the board. Nice finish there as it opened it up to 6.
Big body, 6'8" junior. A little crossover, and we're going to have a blocking foul against Staley. Is that Bridge? Yeah, Bridge is right there, putting his nose in the right in the crowd and taking the hit. We saw him draw a charge earlier. This time he's called for the foul. Wow, man.
Now that's the number 30, Nasir Binion, the 6'3", super quick slasher for CBC.
A little bloody nose on that one.
Looks like they called that one on the floor.
And so the Cadets will inbound it. Martin always does the honors. Gets it into Larry Hughes. Hughes taking it strong, and the scoop with the left hand up the glass is good. Larry Hughes, first points of the third quarter.
Now his ability to find a gap, slash, and finish, really impressive.
That cuts the Staley lead to 4, 40-36. Just over a minute to go, 1:01 left to go in the third quarter. And here comes Big John Bull, the 7'2" sophomore, number 11. Really fun to watch.
Oh, just as a high school coach, I'd like to have him transfer into your building too.
Rogan Donaldson in there for Staley. Donaldson, he'll take it in. He scoops it up, not there. Rebound comes down to Bull. Nearly fell out of bounds as he saves it. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. As Rob Martin is fouled out front.
Nice hard penetration by Martin again. Really good defense by Evans. Stayed in front, just didn't get the call.
39 seconds left to go in the third quarter. I got a feeling, Mark, we're going to have quite a fourth quarter. Martin nearly fouled.
We've had 2 of them already here today. So
we've had a tremendous day of basketball. Blue Valley Northwest with an incredible second half. How about Martin just blowing by everybody? He's fouled. It counts. Oh, man.
Love it. That's that dog mentality. You're not going to stop me every time. Again, put his head down, got all the way to the cup, finished with his left hand. There's a reason why he's D1, a reason why he's a 4-year letterman at a great school like CBC.
Rob Martin back at the line to try for another 3-point play. And this time he gets it. And that cuts the Staley lead to 2. 26.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A little full court pressure after the made free throw. Kyan Evans will get the ball in his hands. 20 seconds left to go in the third. Evans out front. Be careful there, throwing the elbow, pushing off. Larry Parker, now Evans, and that ball is knocked out of bounds, and Staley will keep it. Good defense, though, by the Cadets. There's Calvin Ross. Really putting some great pressure on Evans.
Oh, Calvin coming off the bench again. Great job defensively. I'm sure Coach Tatum has really done a great job of defining roles. He really looks like a lockdown defender.
Just 3.4 seconds to go. Larry Parker for 3. It is not there. That is the end of the third quarter of play as the Staley Falcons holding on to a 1-point advantage over the CBC Cadets. John Bull with that big dunk. Lots of dunks, lots of hoops. We're back with more of it right after this. Back here at Staley High School, we're ready for the fourth quarter, and it should be a good one. The Staley Falcons leading Christian Brothers College out of St. Louis, CBC, the Cadets. There's their head coach, Justin Tatum.
Justin, really a great coach at both ends of the court. I'm sure he's talking about defense right now, though. Their job, their task defensively, when I talked to him Thursday, was we really want to disrupt our opponents, really want to confuse them. Multiple defensive looks. Get a rip, get out in transition, and finish some.
And the Staley Falcons have been in the lead most of this game, but never by more than 9 points. Just a few moments ago in the third quarter, they were up by 8, but here they are hanging on to that 1 point lead. As we start the fourth quarter of play in the CBC, the Cadets with the basketball to start this final quarter of play from Staley High School. It's been quite a day of basketball, trying to get it to John Bull, and that ball knocked away, and Bull wisely doesn't touch it himself. Looked like he almost was going to try to.
Oh, that's a little play the Jayhawks run a lot of times coming out of a timeout also. The post is fronted, try to throw the ball over the top. Everybody fanned out on the backside, but just couldn't get there.
Little 15-foot jumper is good, and how about that? The Cadets on top now, 41-40. Emmanuel Bird lobs it inside, lobs it over everybody's head, and that's a turnover.
Again, good choice by Bird there, not taking that 20-footer again. Looked like he just rushed that pass, threw it out of bounds. Coach Neff saying why.
In CBC, Cadets on top, 41-40. And with the basketball. Nasser Binion out front now into the game. Lob into Bull. That's easy. That's too easy.
Again, great coaching. No help on that backside. I'm sure Coach Neff's not happy with that help side defense.
John Bull, 7'2" sophomore with the dunk. Cadets now up by 3, 43-40. We're in the fourth quarter. And Staley led most of this game, but not until now. The Cadets are on top by 3. Oh, nice drive, and nobody wanted to pick him up. That's Larry Parker for 2.
Oh, Parker saying, I see you, Big John. I'm coming at you anyway. Again, too quick to the cup for John Bull.
Larry Parker, 5'7" junior. He averages 9.3 a game. CBC up by 1. See if they continue to try to get it in the ball. Emmanuel Bird fronting him. And now a foul against Staley. And that's going to be against Caden Fish. As here's the back bucket from John Bull. And then Larry Parker. Nobody picked him up.
And that's the 8th team foul on Staley again. Let's see if CBC can knock down some free throws.
Larry Hughes, Jr. at the line to shoot free throws. 1 and 1, and he makes the first. He'll get another.
He looks like he's been there before, too. There's a certain poise, certain attitude, a certain confidence about that young man.
Again, he is the son of Larry Hughes Sr., the terrific former St. Louis Pelican and an NBA star. So he's grown up around the game. He knows what's going on. Oh, a steal, and Martin can't follow and finish. Scramble, just crazy down there into the basket, and somehow the Falcons come out of there with it. Larry Parker, again, taking it to the baseline, and he gets it. He just got it over John Bull off the glass and in. That's a second consecutive field goal from Larry Parker. And that's a tie game, 44-44.
Sensational run to the rim there. A small window, found it, put it off the board. Again, Big John couldn't do anything with that one.
Rob Martin, good defense from Kyan Evans to stop him. Look at Bridges over there playing defense for Staley. Martin brings it back out. Been really watching John Bull and how Staley's been defending him. And now the take on the baseline. And is good. And
that was Binion again.
Yeah, Nasser Binion.
Again, they're in a little floppy series there, trying to run Hughes off some screens. He went backside. Binion saw a lane, got it all the way to the rim.
Evans' three-pointer too hard. Binion.
Oh,
Rob Martin, a little put the gas on and go down the lane and score.
gotta love that young man's heart. Again, little head and shoulder.
And that is a terrific move. Let's watch it again. Kind of shifting it into gear and taking it down. The scoop is good.
You know, you hear about Rob Martin, you don't really watch him. You watch a little bit on tape, but just till you see him live, you don't have an understanding of the quality of point guard that young man has.
So
Again,
quick.
He's a distributor, can get his own. Nice finish right there. So hard to stay in front of him.
Rob Martin has his team up by 4 of that basket. 48-44. 5:05 left to go in the game. Lots of time. This is going to be a good one, I think. Justin Tatum, the head coach, CBC. And he really works that huddle. All this talent, you know, sometimes you think, I just throw the ball out there and let these guys play. He's coaching every minute, every second of the game.
Oh, I was impressed with him when I talked to him Wednesday or Thursday this week. They practice 6 o'clock in the morning. All right? And obviously, you can look at it, the passion that he has right there. I'm sure if they don't have their motor running at 6 o'clock, he's going to get it running. And on the backside, Coach Neff, drawing something up, always poised, always composed, really professional. I want to compliment Coach Neff also. You don't see a lot of high school coaches wear that sport coat and that tie anymore. I would if I were still involved. Coach Neff, I love it.
I was going to ask you, I was on a sports talk show the other day, and the guy I was with was lamenting the fact that they don't wear coats and ties anymore. I was wondering what you thought of that.
I'm on that team.
Well, I always was a proponent of them going to the more casual look until they actually did it. And then I thought, well, this doesn't, especially when I saw Jay Wright in a
That's right.
in a leisure or a casual wear. He's got to wear a suit.
Now, everywhere I coach, our kids will wear ties every game day also. Makes it special.
All right, back to action. Bridges.
Asa.
How about that? The little guy. 5'10", Asa Bridges. Taking it in. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, Coach Neff could not praise Asa any more to me the other day. He says, great worker, smart worker, good role model for the other kids in the program. Obviously doesn't have the size, the strength, the quickness. Again, I'm sure he's frustrated right there that he didn't get that free throw down, but courageous run to the rim there, took a hit, got to the line.
And trying to get his team back within 3 and misses both free throws. Look at him going in there trying to battle 7'2" John Bull for the rebound.
Big John said, I believe I'll take this for myself.
All right, the Cadets, chance to extend their biggest lead of the game. Larry Hughes. The Bull, taking a look.
A little 1-3-1 half-court trap right here. Again, let's see how CBC attacks it. See if they can get in a 2-guard front. Get something going to the rim.
And lob the ball and off the rim, it looked like, and goes out of bounds. And that's going to be Staley basketball. Rob Martin threw that lob just a little too much. I believe it hit the rim, but either way, it went out of bounds, and it will be Staley basketball. .420 left to go in this game.
Against Staley, only 4 points so far the first 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get something going at the offensive end.
It's Emmanuel Bird looking. Parker, who's had a lot of success on that little angle right there. And he makes it.
Well, that's 3 runs to the rim right there. Again, Bowles there. Nice loft, nice touch there.
Cadets spreading it out against that zone defense. Again, a 1-3-1. 48-46. Cadets of CBC on top by 2. Rob Martin, Kyan Evans on him. 3-pointer. Not there. Staley with the rebound with the basketball. Evans, double team, gets it across the Bridges. Emmanuel Bird's going to take it. The reverse.
Big fella, I see ya. I don't want any of you. I'm going up and under for this one.
Emmanuel Bird up and under, and this game is tied 48-48. And Here's a little clear out, and how about Larry Parker? He likes that right side off the glass.
Well, Parker's played sensational this whole half, and again, here you see Asa. Bowl, I got you on this one.
Emmanuel Bird. Now we have a timeout. There's a little confusion on the court, but there is a timeout. I believe that's a timeout. Staley's taking it. Okay. Let's go down to our man Dion on the sidelines. Got more insight about the defensive basketball tonight. Dion.
Well, tell me, guys, the one thing I've noticed is that that Staley has struggled shooting the ball a little bit, but the last 4 times down, they've really attacked Bowl on the wings and just been faster to the basket than he has. And I think they found a little something that they can attack. One time they may be able to kick out and get a 3 out of it, too.
No question. You look at Coach Neff in the huddle right there. Again, you young players, just check out Asa Bridges. He's locked on his coach, listening to every word, making sure we're all on the same page right here. Big moment in the game, 3:12 to go, 48 all. We're going to have a sensational finish.
Both coaches really got a little chess match going on between them. Got all this talent on the floor, but they do a terrific job of seeing advantages from both angles, both sides of the floor. So
both coaches have great respect for each other too. Again, CBC on the road, understanding the high quality opponent they're going to play here in this 8-10 event. Again, with Staley, always tough, always well coached.
All right, 3 minutes. We're nearing the 3-minute mark of this basketball game. All tied up, 48-48. Staley Falcons, CBC Cadets of St. Louis, and the 3 is good for CBC. How about that?
That's Abdul Hamid, I believe.
Yeah, who we have not seen a lot of in this game, and he comes in and hits a 3. And now, great defense by the Cadets. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off Kyan Evans. And it's going to be Cadet basketball. Here's that 3.
Again, that 1-3-1, you're going to get good, clean looks from the corner. Again, no hesitation at all. Hey, I'm open. I'm going to let it fly. Open it up a 3-point lead.
Again, that 1-3-1 still being employed by Staley. Here's another 3. Not there. Rob Martineau gets the ball back after the offensive rebound.
It's that fine line right here between 2 minutes to go. You don't want to slow it down too much, but if they're going to stay in that zone, we might try to get them to match up.
It's not quite the 4-corner offense of the old days, but it is a 4-corner formation. And now the turnaround from about 18, that's a Larry Hughes. Not there, but Bowl comes up with a loose ball, and we got a timeout.
Coach Tatum again. Bowl chasing down that loose ball in the corner. I think Coach Tatum's a little bit worried that he might turn it over. Got a quick timeout, though, to save the possession.
Yeah, look at Bowl. He's going for the ball and saves it from going out of bounds. Wow, walking the tightrope, the big man.
That's a great official, Joe Principe, looking at that one right there. Stayed inbounds, gave Coach Tatum a timeout.
Justin Tatum, his team up by 3. Now with under 2 minutes to go. Again, we've had some exciting basketball games, Mark. Blue Valley Northwest led by Grant Stubblefield in the second half with an incredible second half comeback. Here's a recap of today's action. Or is it? Here we go. This is the Park Hill Blue Valley Northwest game. Again, Park Hill out to the big lead at half, and then couldn't hold it. But there's Lizzie Bame.
Lizzie's night.
32 points for her as they defeated St. James. Now, this game, Cadets. Oh, good pressure. Kyan Evans comes up with a steal. Bridges fouled on his way up to the basket.
Again, give credit to Evans on that clean rip at half court. Fanning the ball out front to Bridges. Again, he's not afraid. Looked like a good block up top. A lot of body down below. Bridges getting the call, going to the line for 2.
Asa Bridges, he was just at the line where he missed both free throws. Really could use him right now, obviously. And this time he Oh, Larry Hughes goes down, and we got a traveling call. Yes, indeed. Larry Hughes slipped and fell, and that's going to be a travel, and Staley's going to get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. A minute 24 left.
You could tell the Coach Tatum there ran that little isolation from the left wing there for Hughes. Looked like he got a little bit off balance, maybe a little bit of water on the floor, slip, traveled.
Kyan Evans. Certainly the guy you want to have the ball in your hands if you're the Staley Falcons. He runs the show. Larry Parker. Parker's been terrific in the fourth quarter. Emmanuel Byrd. Again, Staley down by 1. 1 minute to go. 1 minute left in this game. Parker, right side corner. Parker wisely brings it back out.
Again, great show there at the foul line by Big John Bowl.
Evans brings it back to 3. This is Fish, and no. Bowl comes up with a rebound. A decent look. Did not go. 35 seconds, and Asa Bridges will foul Rob Martin in the backcourt.
And Martin going to the line here, 1-on-1. That's the 9th team foul for Staley High School. And again, just looking at the board there, Leon, CBC, only 3 fouls here in the second half.
Amazing.
Both teams 2 timeouts.
And Martin gets the first one, the rim around and in. 2-point lead for CBC. Plenty of time in this game, though. 34.4 seconds. And another timeout. Justin Tatum, always coaching.
Looks like defensively, CBC's bringing in number 44 there, Calvin Ross. He's a 6'1" junior, must be a defensive specialist.
It'd be interesting to see what kind of defensive attack they go here with in this situation.
Well, if I'm Coach Tatum, the number one thing I'm emphasizing right now is how many fouls we got to give. So let's be really aggressive on the ball, especially when it's in the backcourt. We take a foul or 2, run some time off the clock, get Staley out of whatever they want to run.
Chris Neff, what's he telling his team right now?
I'm sure he's talking about how we're going to get the ball in, number 1. Number 2, expect some contact. They're probably going to be fouling us because they've got fouls to give. And what set we want to run down here on the backside.
And in this situation, you're down by 3. There's plenty, 34.4 seconds left to go. You don't have to have a 3, but is that what you're looking for?
No, if it's you have that as maybe one of your options. They run somebody off the foul line, get Evans going to the rack. That's 1 foul right there.
Yeah, they can do that. They can play very, very aggressive and get the Staley team really out of their rhythm.
And they still got 2 more to give before Staley's going to be in the 1-on-1.
Great opportunity to actually cause a turnover if you get that aggressive. Kyan Evans in the backcourt. Evans, great ball handler. 3-pointer for the tie. It's not there, but the follow from Emmanuel Byrd. Not there. Bowl comes up with a rebound. And now, gonna have a foul against Staley. Staley fans thought they got a turnover there.
Looked like a good call there, Evans on the hack. Again, Evans hung his head immediately on that one right there. Looks like he knew he fouled him.
Here we go. And Roberts. Or Rob Martin, I should say. Martin with the free throw.
And you could just tell how much trust Coach Tatum has in Martin. Probably been through so many big games over the past 4 years. Again, you get a senior point guard like that, invaluable.
And now it is a 2-possession game with just 9.1 seconds left. And once again, with Christian Brothers with so many fouls to give, they can really, like you said, Mark, work the clock. Evans going to throw up a 3, and that ball hit the baseline and goes out of bounds. And I don't think they were going to have that exciting finish. I expect it, as this is CBC is up by 5 with 5.5 seconds to go. It's a George Brett situation now. Fives everywhere. And a quick foul. Now send Larry Hughes to the line to shoot free throws. Boy, the Staley Falcons, kind of the opposite of their girls team tonight. They were down most of the game. They come back and win. Staley boys in the lead most of this game, and CBC pulling away here in the fourth quarter.
Getting it done at the line here, and again, Staley, I believe they're in the Liberty tournament next weekend. That tournament's loaded with just Liberty and Staley and the other schools in that. So, again, it doesn't look like it's going to appear to be Staley's night tonight.
And probably if you're looking for maybe a difference, they really were able to control Kyan Evans, especially here in the fourth quarter. He has not scored.
Absolutely, and a lot of that
kept him really off balance, too, I thought.
A lot of that has to do with the Rob Martin, their great point guard.
56-50, and now, and yeah, foul to give, but you'll need to do it now.
Yep.
That with 2 seconds. They listen to their coach too well. Larry Hughes. Hey, you told me to foul.
Yeah, Larry's saying, I know what I'm doing. We got one more to give. There are no 6-point plays.
And that'll be your basketball game as CBC, the Cadets, ranked third in the state of Missouri, come here to Staley and knock off the Staley Falcons, ranked fifth in the state, 56-50. And again, we possibly could see these two teams play again down the line. What tremendous talent on the floor tonight. Here as part of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase, a Hy-Vee game of the week here on Spectrum Sports.
Again, Coach Neff clearly disappointed there. Always a gentleman. And again, Coach Tatum has to be happy with his group. On the road, 4 or 5 hour trip last night coming in from St. Louis. They really put together a second half.
I really did think it was kind of a chess match between these two outstanding coaches tonight. They had to make a lot of adjustments on both ends of the court, and especially kind of evened out with those point guards and who's going to, diminish the other's point guard more, and maybe it's the difference in the game as we see the two coaches walking off together. 56-50, CBC, the Cadets, and I think we've got let's go down to Dion for some post-game interviews.
All right, we're down here with Rob Martin, and you guys lose the shot on last night. You drive over here tonight, and you get to play Staley. Is that a fun 24 hours playing two tough teams and driving over?
I mean, yeah, our schedule is made for it. Coach told us we're going to have a tough schedule, and even though we took a tough L last night, we came in and we got the W tonight.
Second half defensively, you guys seem like you turned up the heat a little bit more.
Yeah, Coach was telling us, man, we got to want this. We wasn't winning in the first half. We came down. We was down like 6, 7 points, and we just worked and fight for the W.
All right, congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Dion, thank you very much. Getting the fist bump from Rob Martin, and there's an outstanding basketball player right there. Number 1 for the Cadets is CBC as they come here to defeat the Staley Falcons. The final score 56-50. We're back with more from Staley High School right after this. Martin, they really
see headliner Rob Martin, headliner Larry Hughes. Back in the wings a little bit, John Bowl doing his thing. A big win for CBC on Staley's home court.
It's been a fun day of basketball, and what a terrific game and terrific talent we got to see tonight in this final game. And Coach Mark Uppy, thank you for carrying me along tonight. Learned something from you listening to all your basketball knowledge. I appreciate it. For our director, Dean Andrick, and my broadcast partners, Mark Uppy and Dion Clisso, doing a terrific job on the sidelines, plus all our terrific photographers and staff. I'm Leon Liebel. Good night, everybody, from Staley High School. Have a great rest of your weekend.